Alright, my friend, the Maloof brothers welcome you to the show. We got Street over here, Vert in the middle, and some goodies in the back if you feel like messing around. And these guys sure know how to put it together, huh?
Hey guys, and welcome to a new YouTube video. Yes, we're back with a completely different thing that I haven't done before, but I've decided that I kind of wanted to do it because it's always been a game that I've liked to play, which is obviously Skate. And today I'm doing, I think it's an own the lot like thing, which is the Maloof thingy make jiggy. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I'm doing that today, and I just coming on here to talk about a few things that I wanted to just mention. So the first thing that I kind of want to talk about is just skateboarding in general. I'm not sure if you guys are fans of extreme sports or anything like in particular, but I've always been into skateboarding since I was quite young, but I never really took it up. I've just been interested in watching it and playing games of it, but never really got actually into doing it because I was a bit too much of a pussy to do it all. But I actually quite recently took it up again. Oh, I tried to take it up when I was about 11 and I was shit, so I gave it up. So, but I've just recently taken it up again, and I've been trying, and I'm progressing quite fast actually. I'm quite proud of myself in a way. So that's what I've been doing, and it's just something that I really like, enjoy, and it's just like kind of a question for this video is what sort of thing, extreme sports do you like? Is it snowboarding, skateboarding, BMXing, all sorts really? Just what do you like to do or watch or whatever? Because I'm sure there's some, like, our generation has been brought up watching and learning about all these extreme sports, because ever since they came out in like 1980s, all our parents had grown out of it and never really took it up. But like now, it's such a big thing and everyone is kind of orientated around it, and it's a pretty fun thing. So I just question you guys on what you thought of it. Right, but the next thing is what's going to happen with the Skate franchise. Are they going to bring out a new game? Is there? I think there's been rumours that they're going to bring out a new one. Not like nowhere near anything, but they might do. It'd be cool if they did. But the other thing is that's a huge question around is, are they going to bring out an EA ride? And basically what this would be is either one of two things: just BMXing, like skate is, it's just skateboarding. Are they going to bring out a BMXing version? Which, if you guys played American Wasteland, they had BMXing in that, and it was really fun. And there's been some BMX games in the past, but nowhere near as many as the skateboarding games. So there's a huge question about whether they're going to bring out an EA ride, which would be such a cool game, and I think it would have a huge like load of people that would want to buy it. But the other thing that they could do with that is make it into a skateboarding and BMXing game, which is called EA Ride. So that could be anything like of just competitions like this, or a huge public thing where they bring out loads of competitions for it and all sorts. That it could be such a huge thing. That's if EA bump up the servers a bit, because I know everyone knows that EA servers are awful, especially people that play FIFA. Everyone knows that the servers are awful. But yeah, do you think they'd do that? And what would be your opinions if they did? Because EA Ride in my opinion, EA Ride would be absolutely fucking awesome. Because I'm into my extreme sports. I do a little bit of BMXing, not much. I'm pretty shit at that as well, but it would be a pretty cool thing that they could bring out, because I'm sure it would have a huge market for all the extreme sporters. I don't know what you really call them, like skateboarders, BMXers, snowboarders, but there's no like category anything. Anyway, yeah, it would have a huge market for it, and I think it'd be pretty awesome if they did that. So what would be your opinion? How would they change Skate like to do that? Could they just bring out DLC for it? Who knows? The other thing, another thing that I kind of want to talk about is Skate versus Tony Hawk. So Tony Hawk's games were the monumental thing in the 1990s and early 2000s of the like the skateboarding franchise on the game consoles. It's the thing that I mainly played was Tony Hawk. It's what I was brought up with. I played, I think it's Pro Skater 2 I had, and then I went on to get, I think I just got Proving Ground in the end. There was a couple of other ones anyway, and I loved those games. I would play on them all the time, complete them over and over. But it was just the main game that I would play on there because it was just the thing that attracted me the most. But then Skate came along, and the controls are completely different for this, but it's much more user-friendly, I reckon, in a sense that like people who don't really understand skateboarding can just come on and like learn the tricks of the trade. Because with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you kind of needed to have a little bit of background knowledge to play some of them, because you needed to know what some of the tricks were called, or because they never really had instructions as much as they do. I wouldn't say they have lots of instructions on Skate, but they definitely have enough so you can kind of get an idea of what you're doing on the game, which kind of makes everything a bit easier for new people. But also, obviously, the thing with Skate is the fact that loads of people can come on and play together, make a team, and you couldn't do that at Tony Hawk's. It was never really a multiplayer game. I mean, you had split screen, but that was about it. You never really has the competitions or anything. That it was literally just skateboarding with people in the game. It's more of a campaign related game in a sense, like a bit like COD, but more of how do I relate it? There's got to be some sort of warfare games that like have that sort of feeling to it. Well, it's just basically Skyrim to, I don't know, World of Warcraft. Do that. Skyrim's obviously just campaign, no multiplayer at all about getting into the game. Whereas World of Warcraft, it really counts on other people to play with, and it's not really very fun. Well, from what I've heard of my friends, I only played it a couple of times and didn't really like it that much. But yeah, it's more of a multiplayer game, and it's not fun unless you do it with friends. So that's the difference, I reckon, between Tony Hawk's and Skate. Because with Skate, it's just I can go on it and play with my friends and have fun on it because it's so easy to do so. It's just, and the customization is obviously easier on Skate, I reckon, as well. It's just I'm torn between the two. I much prefer the controls on Skate because they're much more as if you're riding a skateboard in a sense. Like you have to flick things to flick the board and stuff. But on Tony Hawk's, it's literally just about pressing buttons, which it doesn't work as well. It worked perfectly for PS1 because that's all you could do on PS1. But ever since the joystick or the joysticks or the thumbsticks or whatever you want to call them have come out, it's kind of changed, and that's the cutting edge in between the two games, I reckon. The multiplayer and the controls. Everything else I don't really care about. Graphics, no, it doesn't bother me. Not with a skateboarding game. It's all about the controls and whether you can play with friends or not. Because I love being able to play with friends on Skate because I can just go on and just make a team and have fun with my friends. So that's why I want them to make an EA ride rather than a Tony Hawk's ride or American Wasteland, which is actually the other Tony Hawk's game which I absolutely loved. Yeah, I think it would just be awesome if they did that. The last thing I want to talk about, hopefully I have enough video footage, if not I'll just talk about Skate in general or what I'm doing in the game. Yeah, the other thing is what I want to do eventually, skateboarding wise, everything wise, YouTube wise, all sorts, but mainly just the skateboarding aspects of a YouTube career type of thing. Yes, what I was going to say is and one of the huge reasons of me taking up skateboarding again is for me to get good enough to get someone to record me and my friends who have started taking skateboarding up as well at the same sort of time, like doing things and then putting it onto YouTube, making a YouTube channel out of it, like maybe even trick tips or a bit like the ride channel, but with my friends. So we kind of do it more on a personal level. So you kind of like see the friendship with us. And if you haven't heard of the ride channel, go check them out. It's Tony Hawk's channel basically, which is really cool. But yes, I want to eventually get good enough to record videos of me and my friends, like skateboarding, and having a channel based around skateboarding or even BMXing or whatever, because I think that would be an awesome thing to do. And that's what I kind of started taking up skateboarding again and getting more interest into the skating industry again. So yeah, that's my main thing that I wanted to talk about today. The other thing is this. It took me forever to get this last section of this footage. It actually took me about 6 tries, I reckon, trying to do this last one. I even fail a load of times in this. I get so close to the end where I don't even get do all the right things, which is really annoying. But it was so hard to get this right. I had to do everything. The 5,000 point trick was the hardest thing. You'll see what I actually did. I didn't even mean to do it. It was so fluky, and if I hadn't done it, it would have taken me a couple more goes to actually get the 5,000 points. You'd be surprised. I don't know why it was so hard. I'd get 4,000 all the time, but I just couldn't get 5,000. So, but yeah, it's just, I couldn't do it at all. But I finally get it in the end. I think in a minute. I think it's next actually. I get the 5,000 point trick. Or not. What do I do here? Apparently not. Oh, I think it's here that I go for the 5,000 point trick. I'm trying to get the best thing I possibly can. So I try to do all the cry stairs, all sorts like miracle whips. I didn't actually do anything in this, I don't think, miracle whips, but you get my drift. I think it's coming up now, the 5,000 point trick. I basically go back under, yes, it's here. Right, I come back under here and grind the rail, and then just luckily get enough air just to get it, get 5,000 points. And now I'm like, yes, I can finally complete this after having so many tries. So what I'm doing now, what I end up doing now is, I think I air over the arch first. It's either that or I try and do the body flip. I can't remember. But it took me forever trying to get the body flip, which is what annoyed me the most. Because I used to be rubbish at them. Then I kind of got them again. And then when I was trying to get it now, it just wouldn't do it. As you can see here, I'm just going for the simple grabs, trying to get that, and then that's where I get the air over the arch. Then I get the body flip, and then I go for the grind and red extension. And the last 10 seconds, it's pretty insane. And for people who there's the body flip. And now I'm going for this, and it's really hard. But yeah, I'm going to bring this video to a close now. So you never know, you may see more skate gameplay from me at some point, because it is good fun. I do like recording it with my dazzle, because it doesn't really hinder my gameplay too much, playing in standard definition. So that's definitely something you can see more from me. But at the end of the day, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope I give you some ideas about what I want to do about me as a person and the skate games in general, EA Ride. But yes, thank you for watching this video, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.